Sandra, New Jersey Democrat Cory Booker isn't holding back. Watch as he unloads a brutal reality check for his own party and warns Democrats they're losing their way.
In the Democratic Party, I want to have a very tough conversation. And I want it to be a competition of ideas about what our party is going to look like. I'm one of those people that's saying as our party has failed, they've made terrible mistakes, and I want us to emerge in this moment, not focusing on party, but refocusing on people.
Let's bring in our Fox News contributor, Karl Rove, former Deputy Chief of Staff for President George W. Bush. Karl, happy Thanksgiving to you. And I noticed there that Senator Booker used the F word, fail. Is that a bit of a moment of honesty? What did you make of this?
I did. Look, the Democratic parties, both parties are sort of broken. Our politics is broken, but the Democratic Party, even after its victories in New Jersey and Virginia, has some deep, deep divisions that are going to make it problematic for them in 2026 and in 2028. The Democratic Party is dominated today by a growing number of people who believe the further left they are, the better off they are. And that's not simply where the American people are. Cory Booker has been one of these people who has tried to fight for a more traditional view of what the Democratic Party is, and is not bought into the democratic socialist ideas. And it's going to be a very tough conversation for Democrats over the next 3 years.
It was an interesting interview, Karl. So for quite some time, you can go on New York Times and watch the interview, which is 30 minutes long, with David Leonhardt, who is the opinion editor there in the New York Times. And at one point, Booker admits as much, that he will have these disagreements with Democrats. Listen to this.
I'm going to have disagreements with other Democrats, and that is healthy because we're about to turn a page. It is an exciting page to me, that the generation that is my parents' generation is leaving the stage. The torch is being passed before our eyes. A new generation of American leadership is coming up. What an exciting time to redeem the dream.
So, Karl, that seems like a fairly optimistic view of things, and the question begs, to whom is the torch being passed?
Yeah, and look, that's what the battle's going to be inside the Democratic Party over the next several years. We forget that in 1991, there was a similar generational shift inside the Democratic Party, and one person grabbed control of that opportunity and used it to his advantage by launching an attack on more extreme voices within the Democratic Party. William Jefferson Clinton, the governor of Arkansas, went after Sister Souljah, who had used very inflammatory rhetoric about race, and he went after her, and it was the division inside the Democratic Party that catapulted him to the front and ultimately to the nomination. He came off as a different kind of a Democrat after losing 1988 and losing in 1984 and losing in 1980. Democrats wanted to win, and his message was, you cannot win by constantly marching further to the left, and we've got to, as a party, stand up for the traditional values of Democrats, which include a respect for work and a belief that that incremental progress was necessary, and that our economy, based on free markets and free people, was worthy of support if need be, reformed as Democrats wanted it to be. But he was not a left-winger, and it got him the nomination and the presidency.
And it does seem that there is a bit of a battle between both parties about who can own the affordability issue. And here in New York City, obviously, we have a socialist, Zoran Mamdani. So I'm not sure that that they want to go as far left as they intend to. Last word.
Well, you put your finger on it. Remember, Mamdani is the nominee of the Democratic Party for mayor of New York. In the city of New York, 66% of the registered voters are registered Democrats, 22% are registered independents, and the balance are Republicans, conservatives, and some minor left-wing parties. But 2/3 of the voters in the city of New York are Democrats, and he got 50.4%. There's a problem there that Democrats need to recognize.
There is indeed. Karl Rove, thank you as always for great insight. Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too.